let's talk about these real life hoverboards. Yes, I said it. Back to the Future hoverboards are a reality. It retails for $20,000. Seen zipping through the streets. I actually saw. Look at this video. Yeah, we'll just play it on Twitter. Look at this. Look at that, Shane.
Dude, it's crazy. It's not. Yeah, that's what caught my attention wasn't that this thing exists, because we've known for a couple of years now that exists. This company here, Omni Hoverboards, has actually been working on creating a Back to the Future hoverboard since 2015, which was the 30th anniversary of Back to the Future. Yeah, Back to the Future franchise.
I actually saw their original test where they were using like superconducting magnets. And it was cool. Like they actually had what looked like the original board, and I guess they had made a track of like super cooled frozen superconductors magnets, and they had these other and there was, I guess, superconducting magnets on the board, and it sort of worked. Like they even had Tony Hawk like on the hoverboard, like trying to do stuff. It only worked for like a few minutes at a time. This seems like it's a much better version.
Well, apparently they've got the Guinness Book of World Record, which makes sense. I think they're probably one of the only companies making these things. It traveled a distance of 275.9 meters. And apparently it delivered the ball at the Portuguese Cup for soccer. So they brought it out to the field on this hoverboard. The hoverboard does not look like the Back to the Future hoverboard. It is much bigger.
Yeah, of course.
It's more like, you know what it reminds me of? It actually reminds me of the Green Goblin from Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah, the one with Tobey Maguire.
Yeah,
it's not a hoverboard. It's more like a propeller-driven
it's like
platform.
It's a platform. It's a hover platform.
Right.
Yeah. But what's interesting about it is what really caught my eye about it wasn't that it's there. What caught my eye about it is that they're for sale. And I was like, what? That's what I read anyways. And it said it was selling for upwards of $20,000. Well, TMZ, I think they might have been a little bit ahead of the game here. It looks like it will retail for somewhere between $10,000 and $20,000. Right. It looks like they're trying to get it out. This Omni hoverboards are trying to sell them sometime in the summer of 2021. And they're talking about it retailing somewhere between $40,000 and $50,000.
Well, this is classic news,
Yeah, well, you and I won't be able to use it.
Hoverboard seen zipping through the streets retails for $20,000! Exclamation point! Blah blah blah! Come on,
right. And
then you read, you're like, oh, I see. So it will maybe, and this, there's some limitations on it. Oh, okay, cool.
Well, apparently we are not going to be able to ride on it because there is a weight limit of 200 pounds. So,
hey, man, I'm going to get back to 200 pounds, bro. Okay.
I'm
only 50 pounds away. I will get there. I just have to keep starving myself and cutting bits of my body off slowly.
Yeah, if you just keep chiseling away, you'll eventually get
literally chiseling away.
So I find it interesting. Now, here's my big question: if this thing does end up for sale, what are the rules? Like, obviously, what this guy is doing is illegal. There's no way that you can fly around the streets in a city without getting in trouble, right?
Yeah. Sorry, I zipped away from him, but there's no way that's legal. But you see, he also can't go too high because there are laws on ground vehicles, and there are also laws on flying vehicles. Now, if you go below a certain level, then you don't have to deal with the area, the plane laws, and if you go
right.
So you gotta stay in this real happy zone to sort of avoid a lot of red tape, which is why drones and stuff, if they go too high, then there's actually rules like flying near airports at this elevation.
Okay,
I'm sure the same applies to this.
Yeah, so there'd have to be some drone rule, but the thing about drones is, there's no danger to the person operating it, only maybe danger to property, or maybe it messes with somebody driving or something. So I'm guessing that would have to be the law or the rule. There are no rules right now. So I'm just kind of wondering what sort of safety things these people have put in place. Imagine selling some of these and then having them people get killed.
There's a ultralight. Yeah, that would be horrible. But there's ultralight airplanes.
Yep.
And there's rules for those.
I actually drove one of those when I was like 10.
Really?
Yeah, it was a crazy experience that my stepfather at the time, I was 9 or 10 years old, and he took me up in one of these things, and I thought we were going to die for sure. So, but it was pretty crazy. It was like it's like a giant glider with a motor on it.
Yeah.
And then you got a seat you can sit in.
So I'm pretty sure that the same rules will apply. And currently, there isn't very many rules. Here's the rules for the United States definition of ultralight. Has one seat. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is used for recreational or sport flying. Okay. Does not have a U.S. or foreign airworthiness certificate. Okay.
All right.
If unpowers, weighs less than 155 pounds. Okay. If powers, weighs less than 255 pounds. Okay.
Does it say can only take off from an airport or airstrip or something like that?
No. None of
so
that.
You can just take that sucker out in your backyard, and if you got enough runway, you're up.
Yeah, you don't even need a license. You don't even need a license to operate an ultralight. So it's probably the same rules. Like, it's probably got to be under a certain weight limit. And the count, it can't exceed 24 knots, but I'm pretty sure that thing can't exceed that fast anyways.
No, it goes pretty fast. I just, with an ultralight, it's like a plane. You need runway and you have to take off. This thing does not appear to do that. You can take off from a standing position. There's a great video over a lake that's been out for a little while.
Yeah, it's right here.
And
so they're sort of like they're sort of cheating the rules a little bit, but I think that they would probably have to modify the ultralight rules if these things became popular.
And I wonder how much skill you have to fly this. You know what I mean? Like, you're operating it obviously with your hands.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody can just jump on one of these things. Have you ever tried the one in the water?
I've tried the one in the water, and I ate it so hard. If I ever try one of these things, I'm 100% going to die. Okay. And I might take someone out with me by mistake.
Probably. Yeah. No, I could see that.
It would be dangerous for me.
It'd be fun to try, though. I got to tell you.
True that, my friend.
So Back to the Future, it's 2021, and it took them 6 years to figure it out, but it looks like people will be able to buy these things in just a few months.
Cool. Yeah, I'm going to buy it and promptly murder myself. Here we go.
Yeah, it'll be fun. We need to do stories on what happens when people start crashing.
Yeah, true that. Okay. All right, let's get on to the next topic, shall we, Mr. Shane?
Thanks for watching. To see the full conversation, become a member of the Popcast family. Use the link in the description below or go to our channel and click the join button. Select your tier, and we'll see you at the next show.